Nearly every man, woman, and child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense set on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking to throw it. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physical.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
He looks that one in nicely, and this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot.
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. They'll run this play from the pistol. To throw, it's Gage. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's not. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Ortiz. Touchdown, Kansas State. A great catch and run for 6. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Through the air, it's Gage. Finds his big tight end. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Got a man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. LSU quick to the line. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. And when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, the inside give. Hard running there. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Now they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's McClung. They make the stop after the catch. He's still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's McClung. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. They'll go with a direct snap. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs.
Heading to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hart. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Pulls it and fires to the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
That defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They need 1 yard on 3rd down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal.
Timeout.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Wildcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll call for the fair catch here. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Gage. Unloads to the right. Picked off. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down to...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Wiggles, and the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
With the catch, it's McClung. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Tigers in the hurry-up. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gets it out quickly. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, I guess you get to the point. You got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is
deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kansas State. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Fair catch, called for and made. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season. And it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything's working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Running back goes in motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass on second down. Getting some heat. Slips a tackle. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted, one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Off play action on first down. Feeling some heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try. Their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to throw, it's Gage. Working that left side now. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense with the scoop and score. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass, using his feet to buy time. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You know, strong safeties are known for their ability stopping the run, not so much in pass coverage or in rushing the passer, but that strong safety there showing you all of his ability.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kansas State 35, LSU 28.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Kansas State quick to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got his man. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
They're going back to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. LSU right back to the line. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Looking to pass. It's Gage. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. On 3rd down, going up top. Headed to the end zone. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's